You see, when the Sabbath began, Jesus had to be already prepared, like the Passover lamb after it was killed, it had to be prepared. And then later on, probably at sundown, then they ate the Passover lamb. You see, Jesus died at 3 o'clock. His body needed to be prepared in order to be buried so that his body would rest in the tomb all of the day, Sabbath. In other words, Jesus did in redemption what he did at creation. On the cross, on the 6th day, he says, "It is finished." We read the word finished in Genesis after 6 days of work. Jesus is saying, I have bought back the human race. I have paid the price of redemption. And then he breathed his last and he was put in the tomb and he rested in the tomb on Sabbath. Now, in order to fully understand this, we need to go to Exodus chapter 16. The Sabbath in redemption. You see, there was a reason why Jesus had to remain in the tomb on the Sabbath. Exodus 16, 19 to 21. And Moses said, "Let no one have any of it till morning." In other words, when the manna was picked up any day other than Friday for Sabbath, nobody was supposed to save any manna for the next day. Verse 20. Notwithstanding, they did not heed Moses, but some of them left part of it until morning. And what happened? When they left it any other day except Friday for Sabbath, what happened to the manna? Two things. It bred worms and it stank. And Moses was angry with them. Let me ask you, was this normal bread? No. What happens with normal bread if you leave it from one day to the next? Nothing, really. And even if you leave it a week, it just gets moldy, but it doesn't breed worms and stink. What is it that breeds worms and stinks? Flesh, decomposing flesh. That's right. Now notice what happened when the manna was picked up on Friday for the Sabbath. Exodus 16, 23 and 24. Then he said to them, "This is what the Lord has said. Tomorrow is a Sabbath rest, a holy Sabbath for the Jews." Let me ask you, why is the Sabbath called the Sabbath of the Lord? Because the Lord kept it first. It's His day. And then He gave it to man. God says, it's mine before it was yours. Notice. Then He said to them, "This is what the Lord has said. Tomorrow is a Sabbath rest, a holy Sabbath to the Lord. Bake what you will bake today, and boil what you will boil, and lay up for yourselves all that remains to be kept until morning." So they laid it up until morning. This is on Friday when they're doing this, as Moses commanded, and it did not, what? Stink, nor were there any what? Any worms in it. What was God trying to teach through the manna episode? Because the manna did not decompose when it was saved from Friday to Sabbath. Well, we need to know what the manna represents. Let's go to John chapter 6 and verse 51. You see, most commentators have missed this messianic dimension of the story of the manna. God is not only trying to teach that we're supposed to keep the Sabbath by the manna episode, He's trying to teach that Jesus kept the Sabbath when He died on the cross and He rested in the tomb and His body saw no corruption. Notice, John 6 and verse 51. Here Jesus is speaking.